Govee is back with their curtain lights too, but is it worth updating from the first version? Is it that much different from the original? Let's find out. Just like I imagined, I've started seeing these pop up everywhere for their truly unique ability to create a mesmerizing giant light screen to display different patterns, animations, scenes, or lighting effects. Now we have the second generation of updated curtain lights with some clever new additions that I must say I'm a huge fan of. Boom! The new Curtain Lights 2 is here in my hands, but just wait, because not only can you buy it in a single set like the original, boom! Govee has now released an all-in-one triple-sized version. Not only that, it looks like they'll also sell a double-length version, single, double, and triple versions. Let's take a better look at this box, first of all. Back box design, very cool. Govee curtain lights. Box inside. Okay, so it looks like the 3 sets are separate. Uno, due, tres. It's kind of how they come bundled. Okay, we'll just take 2 sets out for now. Okay, so in here we have the power bank, master controller with a physical button, and some new mounting hardware. It looks like they've updated and improved the mounting hardware. Now, with version 2 here, you can actually connect 2 sets together physically with the cable. I don't know if you can see that, but they're just like a 3-pin LEMO adapter that plug into each other, just like that, and they got the watertight connections screwed in. Amazing. So that's a big change from the first version. It seems as if it's no longer necessary to purchase 3 single sets and then individually plug in each control box, each set, and power and pair them all together in the app. No, no, no. You can now just buy this newly optimized version. Now you only need a single outlet to power 1 control box by connecting all the sets together. Similarly, the double length version pack, I'd imagine, will be identical to the triple, just with 2 of these sets. Or of course, you can go ahead and buy that single set. Okay, looks like I've got some work to do in changing out my version 1 sets for these new version 2 sets. We're gonna dig in and see how they compare.
Okay, on to the install now, where for me, I am first tasked with removing the 3 sets of the original version 1 curtain lights to replace them with the new Curtain Lights 2 set. This is the new mounting hardware, which is rather straightforward and clever. You just pop in the little light connectors to the plastic clip mounts, and you can then stick them in place as they have high quality VHB tape at the back. Alternatively, they also have little hooks on the top of them if you wanted to, say, string them upon a line of some sort, like you would a curtain. Lucky for me, it seems the new Curtain Lights 2 are similar enough to be compatible with the original mounting hardware, so as you can see, I'm opting to just use that original hardware as it's already there, and I really don't see a need to replace it for the new stuff. Once the curtain lights are installed, I found these little cable management clips I picked up off Amazon, which are pretty helpful to affix the cable connections in place and out of sight. Lastly, another great addition with the new curtain lights is they now come with this bottom mounting if you want to optionally install them. These little clips will keep your lines perfectly straight and aligned by being able to connect all the bottoms together, and then once you've sort of connected all the bottoms together, you can then affix it to a back surface by using like a nail, screw, or some sort of adhesive. Unfortunately for me though, I won't be using these little clips as I'm hanging them on my window with the sliding door.
Okay, so one last thing to mention about the installation of the Curtain Lights 2, especially if you have a double or triple set. So make sure when you're installing your first set that the attached repeater box, which you run the power into, is at the start of your install chain on the edge of the curtain. Otherwise, you'll be left scratching your head, wondering why the sets aren't aligning to create one seamless screen. until the realization sets in that now you have to spend the next couple of hours taking everything down to flip it around, reinstall and re-cable manage like I had to. Anyhow, now that the curtain lights are installed properly, first thing I noticed testing these things out, the triple length is extremely responsive in the app when changing scene modes. Compared to before with the version 1, when I had 3 sets individually synced together, it was just a little bit slower than what I'm seeing with these new curtain lights, which are super fast and super responsive. With that said, the new curtain lights 2 now support over 200 scene modes that are compatible using the entire screen, which is definitely a huge upgrade from the original curtain lights. Govee has also upgraded the computing and memory of the curtain lights too, allowing them to display GIFs up to 200 kilobytes compared to the 6 kilobytes limit on that first generation. So what this means, for example, is we can now save up to 10 different canvases in those DIY modes to scroll through or upload bigger sized GIF images, more detail, more animation, longer, stuff like that. We also see that in the gallery tab, now you'll find animated GIFs that are included, which I think includes some pretty useful presets. This includes awesome stuff like simplistic geometric patterns, which is something I've personally wanted, as well as more holiday presets and the like. Very groovy, if I must say so. The AI lighting bot is also a new and nice addition to the Curtain Lights 2, allowing you to essentially type out your ideas to generate images or patterns. So you can then take these generated images and animate them. It's really great to get creative. So let's try this out. Dancing candy canes. Of course, let's apply it. So you can take this, you can go edit, and if you want to animate it, let's say, you can go to movements, jack up the speed, hit apply. That'll sort of make it flash, or we can make it move in a particular direction. So all in all, we definitely see some pretty useful updates, primarily with the physical aspects of the Curtain Lights 2, better mounting, updated connections, and the bottom mounting strip as well. There are also many more options for deeper customization in the app and an improved user experience. It's definitely better overall than version 1, especially if you plan on getting the double or triple length versions from a setup or usability perspective. However, from a purely visual perspective, the Curtain Lights 2 are virtually identical to the first generation, so depending on what your needs are, don't feel bad if you just bought the original version and seeing these new ones come out. For those who already have the version 1 Curtain Lights, I'd say you're definitely still in good shape, since visually speaking, the lights are still the same. If you're new to the world of curtain lights, I highly recommend checking out my first video that I did on the Curtain Lights 1. It showcases some of the more fundamental features that both versions offer, like sound reactivity modes, dream view light syncing, smart home integrations, custom coloring, and more. That video should be popping up on screen now, so if you're thinking of buying and want to check out some of the other stuff that the Curtain Lights 2 do, give that video a click and I'll see you over there. This is the Future Space Collective, where we explore the world of products for imagination.